what we were doing, we've always got a widening access remit and working out outreach in the community with tutors doing more sort of paper-based stuff. And obviously, because the Open University is the Open University, we work to scale our expertises in IT and obviously the OpenLearn resource. I just had the idea that actually we need to be marrying these two things up together. So I went through the partnership that we're engaged with through our widening access work in Wales, so the Reaching Wider partnership, then basically went to them with the idea. And the thing that I've been battling with for a while is how we can take the work that we do in Wales in terms of the widening access work and bring in the scale and the scope that the university's got, the Open University's got, to really add extra value, because otherwise, in a way, in Wales we're competing and just doing the same things that other local-based universities can do, but they can do on a much better basis because they're local and they can do these sort of local outreach groups in a way that we can never really duplicate. And why would we want to? Because they're doing that. So it was all about how can we add that extra stuff and marry the OpenLearn stuff and all of the open educational resources to the widening access work that we're trying to do.
Would you call this a big innovation?
I think it's possibly innovative because of its simplicity. It's not a great rocket science thing. I've not been reversioning any of the OpenLearn stuff or anything. I've just been using what's there already and applying it to our widening access groups and the networks of champions and things. And that kind of model, I think, has been around for, the whole the trainers approach and that sort of model has been around forever. So I don't think it's particularly innovative, but it's maybe bringing the two things together and looking at it in a slightly different way. Maybe that's innovative. I would say it's more simplistic than innovative.
And the project has used a blog. How useful has that been?
It's been, I don't know how actively the blog is being read by the champions. I think one of the challenges we've got is to find a level of engagement that we can have with the champions. What it has been really useful from a project point of view is to document what we're doing on the project and engage with wider stakeholders through that blog. And also, I suppose, other academics within the OU and other areas to be able to do that has been really useful. And it's the first time I've used a blog in this way, so it's a good place to deposit things and then signpost people to, which otherwise you're reliant on email and things like that, which is a bit more cumbersome, and there's a central depository then for everything.
And what about your use of Twitter?
Yeah, that's quite new. I'm fairly new to Twitter, so it was really, again, trying to see how I could... This is all new for me, and I was just seeing how I could use that then to be promoting the project. So that's, yes, I think it's good. I haven't got the evidence yet that there's a lot of interaction through Twitter with the champions that we're trying to engage with, but perhaps wider stakeholders, and things take time, so I'm willing to still go with it and give it a try. But and we keep telling people, that it's out there, we're tweeting, and as more people get involved, I think it's about trying to find lots of different levels to communicate on, and then accepting that different champions that we engage with in the community will be more or less au fait with the different channels, and they'll engage with the one that suits them best. So it's about trying to just get that communication out in lots of different ways so that we just keep that engagement going. That's what I feel quite committed to in terms of the communication. I think that's the key to this project.